Congratulations on the purchase of your Scat Hovercraft, the finest hovercraft in the world. We have prepared this instructional video to assist you in the safe operation of your hovercraft. The first thing to check is to make sure that your drain plug is in place. After checking your drain plug, now we go to the fuel tank. In order to get gas from the fuel tank to the carburetor, squeeze this bowl. That will force gas up into the carburetor. Now you're ready to activate the choke. Just push the choke down and then pull on the pull cord. Once the engine fires, pull up on the choke levers and the craft should run smoothly.
Whenever operating your Scat Hovercraft on the water, you're always going to want to make sure that you're wearing a Coast Guard approved life vest. Make sure that it is fastened securely around you. Whenever operating a hovercraft, you want to make sure that you attach the lanyard. This lanyard replaces the key that would normally be used to start the engines. You'll want to attach it to the craft itself and also to your person. If you're wearing a life jacket, it can simply be clipped onto the vest. If you're not wearing one, tie a loop around it and hook it onto your wrist. If you're wearing shorts or slacks that does have a belt loop, you can open up the clip and simply hook it onto your slacks. Make sure it is attached to you, either of the three places. This lanyard, by being attached to the hovercraft, does replace the need for any kind of a key. Once the lanyard is pulled off of the hovercraft, the engine will immediately shut down. When flying your hovercraft, you're going to want to make sure that your body does stay balanced in the craft. Leaning too far back causes the nose of the craft to rise. Bringing your body forward causes the craft to stay balanced on a cushion of air. When making turns, you can turn your body to the right or to the left. This is called body English. It will allow you to turn much more easily. In order to go straight, simply keep your body balanced in the craft. The craft does fly on a cushion of air. By turning the handlebars, the rudders are engaged, making it more easy to steer. Whenever flying your hovercraft on land or on water, make sure that you do wear ear protection. Now you're ready to fly. Notice how easy it is for the flyer to maneuver the craft simply by moving his body weight from side to side. There's very little effort necessary in order to steer the craft. When taking off in the water, your body position is very important. Notice here that the flyer does have his body towards the rear of the craft. Although the throttle is wide open, the craft is unable to balance on a cushion of air. By simply moving your body forward, notice how easily the craft does settle and take off. Observe here how easy the craft will take off if the body is positioned correctly. Whenever you are flying, you do want to make sure that your body does stay balanced in the craft. When slowing down, however, you want to make sure that you're not leaning too far forward. Leaning forward will cause the nose to go underwater. Here you see the flyer leaning a little bit backwards into the craft to slow it down gradually. Whenever making a water or land transition, your body should be positioned towards the rear of the craft, and then once the transition is complete, move your body forward. Your Scat Hovercraft is equipped with full flotation, so even if the engine does shut down, the craft will come off the pocket of air and remain floating. After several hours of practicing flying in the water, bring your craft onto the land in an open area such as this. Notice that it's not necessary to go fast in order to maneuver the craft on the land. By gradually turning the handlebars, the rudders will turn, and by shifting your body weight, you can turn the craft from side to side. It's very important to remember that speed is not important when learning to fly your Scat Hovercraft. Any sudden movement from side to side will cause the craft to jump from one direction to the other. Keeping your body centered and balanced will allow the craft to fly. Just as on water, your body must be balanced in the craft in order for takeoff. Notice that being too far forward will not enable the craft to lift. Keeping your body balanced in the craft will enable it to fly on a cushion of air. By turning the handlebars and proper body English, you notice that you will have smooth, even turns. At higher speeds, when making a left or a right-hand turn, it is important to remember to slowly release the throttle. A quick release of the throttle can cause the craft to flip. Whenever you want to change direction or stop the craft, a 180-degree turn is the best maneuver. Maintain throttle control throughout the turn. Keeping your body balanced in the craft will enable it to stay on a cushion of air. A gradual release of the throttle will allow it to stop. At higher speeds, just as on water, stopping is achieved by moving your body towards the back of the craft and releasing the throttle. Remember, your Scat Hovercraft is a powerful piece of equipment. Always fly responsibly and be considerate of others. Before long, you'll be flying your Scat Hovercraft just like this. Welcome to the exciting world of Scat Hovercraft.